Hello, everybody! Ikuzo! It's me, Tokkuri Yashi. How's everybody doing? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Please be kind to me. Or should I be saying, please be kind to me, Kururu? Or whoever it is in charge of these sums we're going to do today. Hello, everybody. Nice to see everybody here. Hello, Crazy. Hello, Legend. Hello, Chuggy. Nice to see you here. Everybody else who is in the chat. So, we have got Kururu finally released, although we're looking at Yukari here, which is not a bad thing. She actually is the last character that I summoned. If you can believe it, it's been 2 months since I've done any summons in this game. We'll get to that in a minute. But first we're going to ask, has anybody else summoned for Kururu? Are you going to be summoning for her? Have you made up your mind whether or not you're going to summon? Are you going to skip? Are you going to wait for more information on her? Anybody got any ideas on what they're going to do with Kururu? The reason I'm summoning for her is because, well, she's a new character. First time that we have got a playable version of this character. Crazy is later. You're going to do a stream later today. Legend already has. Shaggy 140. Could have been worse, but could also have been a little bit better, but 140. Did you swipe? What do you mean, swipe? Yes, we have got 2 pities worth of summon, of jewels to do, 2 pities worth of jewels left for summoning. Now this is where I'm going to get to that point. It's been 2 months since I summoned for a character on this game. The last character that we summoned on was the Commander Eriko. And when I finished those summons, I had about 34,000. I think it was just over 1 pity's worth of jewels. So that means it has taken 2 months to get 30k jewels. So I know it's different depending where you are in the game, where you come in clan battle, whether or not you've ground very high up in PvP, whether you're a newer player and you've still got story events to get the jewels from and everything. But once all that's gone, it seems that we're getting about 15k free jewels a month, which I don't think is very much considering there's 2 new characters a month plus the returns. As free to play, you shouldn't really expect to get everything, but that means you could, if you're very unlucky, like I have been, 1 character every 2 months. And seeing as we're coming into summer, and we are going to have probably the pre-fest banner for 6.5 years at the end of August, that is about 2 months away. So if you want to summon on that, you've got the 2 months, and we should probably get about 30k jewels by then, unless we have another arena reset. Once there's an arena reset, you might get a few more. Skipping summer, which is skipping. Well, I mean, that might be something that we have to do. But summer units are usually pretty good. He said he's skipping, but he's going to actually summon on, and when he sees who it is, when we get Summer Ameth or we get Summer Misora, or like that, I don't know. Summer Ninon, Misora Ameth, yes. There is going to be a few coming, and seeing as we can see here, this, did we drop again? My silly internets. As we can see here, Yukari Summer, she's going to be getting unique equipment too, although maybe not too. Well, just don't expect too much for her unique equipment after we saw what Yuki got, Samuel Yuki got this year. My internet's playing up again. This is not very good. Where are we? Ninon. Probably also going to have a lot of free stuff during summer. Maybe we'll get a bit more free stuff during summer. That might be good. Still need to do more Lunar Tower. Yes, we can get jewels from there. And some Your growth orbs for unique equipments there, that will be good to get from the Lunar Tower if you haven't done them. Said he was gonna not pull Maho and Kururu. Okay. Well, that's what this game does. That's what these games do to you. Ah, yes, it's going in and out. It's going in and out. That's not good at all. Maybe it's a sign. Maho 30 pulls. So that was definitely an oof. I've seen, well, some people are getting good luck, some people are getting pretty bad luck. So we can't really say, hang on, they're dropping their rates here, but you know. Hopefully we can stay stable. So yeah, so what I'm saying is 30k jewels for 2 months. It's not a lot. As for Kururu herself, maybe we'll jump in and do a few of the daily things whilst we're talking. I will have a video out for her tomorrow, probably. I thought she was going to be AoE DPS because that's what Maho wanted, the Dream Part Maho. Same as what Summer Ranathan needs for water. Now, she has got this Kururu is AoE. She does do some damage. I'm waiting to see testing or actually what damage she does do. She has got triple damage though for critting, which is something that a DPS character might get. I think Reno's got that for 6-star, who's a, well, I suppose you would call her a DPS, even though she's not mega damaging. But she's also got some crazy support. She's got a skill 2 that only fires off once, which can, it seems like, 40k magical attack support for the team when it's fully built up, which is actually a pretty high number. So we will have to see. We'll see tomorrow if a bit more data's come out on her. We'll do a video on Kururu, but we are still going to be summoning for her today anyway. Hi, it's a sign for a freak out. Yes, well, I've kind of already budgeted to pity for her. So my plan for the next couple of months is, seeing as we've got 2 pities worth of jewels, pity for Kururu, pity for the first summer character that comes out at the beginning of July. Then we're going to have to skip until the anniversary or half anniversary pre-fest, and by then hopefully I'll have ground out another 30k. So characters that are coming out in September and October are probably going to have to be skipped as well. So that's kind of what my plan is going to be for that. We're just all in because we're going to be getting great luck here. That's what I need. The mistake I don't think is summoning for Kururu. The mistake was summoning for Makoto and Eriko. But that can all be made up if we can get the next few characters in like less than 5 summons perhaps, really quickly. That would really make up and help me save up a few more jewels. Cake is always nice as well, so we will take that cake. We're not going to do the special because that's a waste of time, because I've only ever beaten floor 3 once. One time only. Yes, that's not. Reno is more burst damage than DPS. Well, maybe that's what Kururu is going to be. It's going to find out once people have done a bit more testing on her. Perhaps like the magical dark team, it's going to be made up of lots of characters that do decent damage but also have decent buffs for everybody else. If that is the way that they are going. Who else have we got in here then? We've got you two up at the top. Grabbing out the stuff. So, Kururu's already used in 510 light. Well, that's pretty good. I don't actually know what the 510 bosses are like. I still haven't got there. I'm still on 4-6 in light. So that will be something to come to in the future. She's probably pretty good for EX7 as well. With having a bit of AoE in there for all of those mini wolves, mini foxes or whatever they are, that are spawned with that boss. Light 510 is easy, while Light 410 is a nightmare. Well, like I said, I still haven't managed to get to that one. What else do we do for dailies? Talking of dungeon, we're just going to skip... No, not that way. We are getting this special dungeon, but it doesn't start for a few days, so we can just skip this one. There we go. Still don't know why I pulled her. Who is this we're talking about? Kururu. Despite knowing that my full starting team is all dark. Is that Kururu you're talking about there? 410 was only cleared and needed whale elements. Yes, well, I wonder if maybe the whole point for this deep quest is that it's supposed to be something that we take months to complete. I'm gonna have to maybe they didn't expect us to be completing the first 3 so quickly, so that's why they released a few more. Aye, someone probably because of the melons. Well, that's a valid reason, I suppose. Although Kururu's melons, they keep changing depending on what angle she's standing in, and probably who drew us. Well, I'm not going to do PvP at the moment, even though I just skip it. So, do we stall any longer? Do we stall any longer? Now, like I said, we've budgeted to pity, but if we didn't, that would be very nice. Would help make up for past mistakes. But what about Nana? Nana's the other bunny girl, isn't she? When was she ever coming out? And what I don't want to do now is start releasing all of these new characters when I've got no jewels left. Aye. Okay, so I would say, do we have any predictions for this? My prediction, well, we should be. We're good. I can feel it. We've got good luck here. We're gonna do it. We've almost pitted on most characters all the way through the last year or so. This time it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Summer Cheru, you mean Winter Cheru that's on holiday? Well, when was she come? They did. If you look back at like Ultimaiden, they did release Riri, and then it was a bit of time before we got the others. So, hey, will she come out during summer, or will she come out actually in winter? Well, I suppose February. Was it February? Was it March? It was March when they came out. Was winter, or kind of winter. So 10:50. We will jump in then, I suppose. No point in stalling any longer, because this might take some time. But then again, it might be pretty painless. Well, we're just warming up with this one. We're not getting anything special on this. No prize gotcha or anything. She's permanent, which a lot of people say permanent character, so you can probably skip and hope that they come out, or buy her with a ticket if you so choose to, if they do another ticket for half anniversary or another big celebration. I still haven't got it set up so that I can even buy anything in this game, so that's not really an option for me at the moment. Hi. Well, there we go. The first 2 not looking great. Well, that's fine, because we're going to get it on our 5th. I'm saying 5th. So we've got a 10. We've got a 5 there for 50. Another one 100. So I'm going to go with 50. I'm betting along with Crazy there. We're going to get her on the 5th multi. And everything's going to be hunky-dory. There are a few other characters that could maybe like to show up that I don't have, that are permanent. I mean, I don't have the more recent ones. I don't have is Winter Chloe. We don't have Christmas Krajita. We don't have Sarasari Aruka. They're more recent permas that I don't have. But then there's some of the OGs as well, like Kaya and Saren. Perhaps Magical Girl Kasumi. She's a permanent, isn't she? We don't have hair. She might be nice. And well, What was that? Was that number 3 or was that number 4? I just keep pushing the button and hoping. So that was number 4, was it? Yeah, so here's number 5. So this is the one that we are putting some money on getting Kururu in. And here, gem jewel rabbits. We have got downloading off. And we have got a sparkly paper. So maybe... Well, there we go. We're not getting it on the 5th multi either. No, no, no. Because you've done it so many times. Yes, don't do this to me. Please. This is like... The last character... I keep saying this every time we do the summons. The only 2 banners in the year and a bit that I've been playing on JP that I got the character within the first few multis was Mikala and New Year's Hatsune. All of the others have either gone to pity or they have been very close to pity, like 15, 16 multis or so. And it looks like Kururu is probably going to be something similar. We definitely could do with these jewels for summer. Okay, so multi number 7. Anything under 10, I suppose, we would take as a victory. Oh, we have got a rainbow here. We have got a rainbow. And it's Kururu! It's Kururu! She's here! It must be her! Yay! Yada! Way! Oh. Oof. Yes, thank you! Arigatou gozaimasu! That was not too painful. Not too painful at all. As for a must pull, I would say give it another day or so. Probably not a must pull. I would probably say she's a nice unit to have. Being on a light team, there are a lot of others on there, but this is AoE for light and light magic. We've got AoE physical for light in, say, Brigitte and Croce, and I can see Maho, DP Maho, and Kururu being the equivalent, but for magic. So, there we go. And I suppose if you are pushing on deep quests, light, and you want to beat 510, then she's probably going to be very helpful for that. So, there we go. That is a W. I will definitely take that as a W. We didn't get anybody else, but I will I will not take that. I'll not be too upset about that. Thank you. Yes, nice work. Hey! 70, closer to 100. I suppose? It depends whether you want to round up or round down. Usually you round up, so I'll give you that. 70 is closer to 100. Arena. I don't see anybody using her in Arena. She might be able to. I think her first skill she fires off is the skill 2, which starts to buff the team. Her barrier, she has got a barrier on her, but that's only for herself to negate damage. We have to see what damage she does. If she can be TP'd so that she can union burst quickly and she does good damage, then perhaps. But I don't know for sure if PvP would be the best setting for her. Breathe a sigh of relief. So where is she? Where is she? Probably right at the bottom because she'll be level 0. Who did I click on? Suzume. There we go. Well, there we go. We have got it. 7 multis, which means I've still got a decent amount of jewels. So there is hope. If the first summer unit that comes out in about 2-3 weeks can do the same, then I should be back on track. Wow. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, so let's give her stuff. Well, we've got all of these new things coming at the moment, haven't we? We've got 34. Is 30 Frank 34 out or 33 now? I can't even remember. But we've got up to 30, at least 33 for we can grind up to at the moment. Still haven't got enough characters to do all of that auto, but yeah, we've only got 3. The 4th one will come once we grind out a few more. We're getting the... Well, it maybe should be pretty good for the EX special fight, because the last one is the Goblin King, the Orc King, whatever it's called, and he is AoE. If we have to fight all phases on him as well, we might need a couple of teams. He's going to be level 500, so it's just the EX5 boss that we're fighting for that one, so maybe she would be good for that. Although I'm sure we've got plenty of other options going there. Look at the name on her second Bond story. We'll just skip this one, then we can This is where my downloading stuff on my internet, and I start freaking out. I did a speed test on this internet. I don't know what it is now, but when I did the speed test, it was 8 megabits a second download, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I know it is. So the fact that I can even stream at all, I am amazed. And and this is why it's took me so long to read through all of the stories that I haven't done, because to download the 100 odd megabytes for a story that's got a video in it takes like 25 minutes. But when I went to a relative's house, they've got proper broadband and they were getting about 48 megabits a second. So I did it all there. Just got all the gems from the story events whilst I was there. Ohio internet is alien speed. Well, those aliens got like high spec technology. Do aliens have high spec technology? So a lot of American internet's rubbish. To be honest with you, the internet, it could be okay. It's just the fact that it's mobile broadband that I'm using. It's basically just a SIM card. So what, the name on the second one, can we even read this? Hotel something kanji imasan. Is that something about, do you want to go to a hotel with me or something? Is that what that's saying? Because it's hotel and then it's a question, because it's got Sankat at the end of it, which would be a question. So, is it something like that? Because I can't fully translate it. Ikimasen-ka. Yeah, go with. Do you want to go to the yeah? Well, kind of thought of what are we going to do at the hotel? Are we going to is it one of those Japanese love hotels that I've heard not so much about, but I've also heard good to go to if you travel in Japan, because you get a little bit more space for the money that you pay or something like that. Anyway, we're not going to go down that avenue. You're by destiny. Exactly. You're by destiny. That is definitely crazy. Well, there we go. What else was we going to do? We need a level. Is there anything more we can do on here? We can do a spawn skills. We need to start her up. We've got enough for that. I suppose we're not going to be going any more summons on her. We're not going to get any, so we can safely buy up to 5-star with DAs, I suppose. Well, if the Japanese FBI, how old was Kururu? Is that the or the fact that you were taking in what would look like an alien species into? Thank you, crazy. Thank you. Are you summoning later? Every time you do your summons, it's like 4 AM for me, so that's why I can't really join in live unless I stay up really late. But congratulations, good luck on your summons as well, crazy. If you are going to be doing those later, maybe you can go and join crazy for his summons if you are awake, if you are in an American time zone, or if it be really early in the morning, I suppose, in the Asia Pacific sort of, Asia, Australia sort of time zones. Caravan, yes, Caravan has had an update as well, Legends. I did run through it a few times earlier with the 3 dice. You don't get many of the currency to buy stuff, but it gets the damn dice out of your gift box, which is something that I've been wanting to do for ages. I was wishing you could just bin the dice. I've been accepting the dice that have been the most recent, so that the ones that were so old would just disappear. so yes, we've got that Caravan update. As well as that, there's a few other things in there, isn't there? We've got that shortcut we can take. I thought having 3 dice would mean beating the 3 sisters would be easy, but they do get 3 dice as well if you're using 3 dice. So, yeah, that mini game can be annoying too when you're trying to get through it really quickly. And it's like, oh, I'm going to catch some more bananas. I suppose it's alright if you're sitting waiting for an appointment, say at the doctor's or whatever, and you're wanting to pass a bit of time, but... hello, Boyd. Hello. Should you try to get the new character? Well, that depends on how many jewels you've got and what your priorities are. I will be doing a proper video on her tomorrow, I guess, once maybe we've got a little bit more information about her. We can actually, I'm hoping somebody will do a test to see what damage she does. Maybe I can try that if I can't find out anything. I would say, bear in mind, summer characters are usually very good. Bear in mind, like I said earlier, if you wasn't, we're probably only getting about 15k jewels a month. So if you want to get the pre-fest, you want to make sure you can spark for the pre-fest at the end of August, then you got the 2 months now to maybe get the 30k for that. 60k like me. Well, if you're lucky, like I was, then it might pay off and it might be worth getting. I mean, if you're really struggling with 5 to 10, like 5 to 10 deep quest, then I think she would help you for that. Again, like I say, it depends on what your priorities are. The summer characters might be really fire, well, they probably will be really fire, and they might even be fire element. So if you're really struggling, like I am too, with fire element, then maybe they will be better ones to go for if your light team is okay at the moment. So, I say that I think they're going to be fire element because remember that they did say we're going to get a new event and the first boss is going to be weak to fire. That's another reason why I think they might be fire characters. Plus, it's about Fire's 10 to come out. Fire's 10 is the next element that's due new summonable characters. So, we will see, excuse me, about that. Normal people won't get past like 410 anyway now. Well, yes, I suppose. Or even maybe even get up to like 410. Yes, what are you stuck on in elements? For me, it's fire and water that I'm stuck on. I can show you in a minute once I've spent 10 minutes trying to buy these shards here for Kururu and not getting too many because and it shouldn't get too many. It's going to give me 10. It knows what we need. There we go. Yeah, it's fire and water, the ones that I am stuck with. So where is she? We'll get her to 5-star, and then we were gonna have a look at some other stuff, perhaps. I'm just relieved that he didn't have to go to pity for this. Woohoo! Boink. There we go. Level 170. So I might need fire because I don't have many. Well then, if you are not the luckiest of persons, then maybe I would suggest making sure that you can wait because both characters will probably be fire. That's what I'm predicting. Not guaranteed. Both characters might be fire. The first one to come out will probably be very good. The first summer unit's always been a pretty good character. And remember, it's going to be Summer Nenica getting the unique equipment. So that might help with water. The problem with why water magic is, I think it was the Summer Kasumi that I'm missing. That was the one character that I'm missing for the teams that I need to beat, because I'm stuck there at 210, which is not very good at all, to be honest with you. Will be fire coming out in the summer? Yes. Remember Maho? Summer Maho is a fire character, so there is already a summer character that is fire. Summer Saren. Well, I suppose that's another consideration if you don't have her. She's getting a unique equipment too, isn't she? Which will not be too far away. That'll be next week, the end of next week or some point, won't it? About the 22nd-ish. And she will probably be pretty good because it's her skill 2. That is the only skill she does when she gets into a loop, because her skill 1, which gives the big TP straight away and a bit of an attack buff, is only fired off once. So having this unique equipment 2 being good, and that skill 2 being very good, is pretty crucial for Summer Saren because of that reason, because that's the only skill that she fires off when she gets onto a loop pattern. Well, I'll say I have never been to America. I'll say that way. I would say Minnesota, but I do have a friend who is. Maybe I shouldn't say he's going over to America to do a bit of work with his company, but it's not. It's going to be in. Well, I suppose I can say because nobody's there. I suppose, and I'm unlikely to be there, but I may go and visit if I could in Atlanta, Georgia. It would be nice to go to America too, because off topic from Princess Connect, there was quite a few Hololive events going on in August in America, in New York and in Atlanta, of all places, where my friend's going to be. So, I don't know if that would be a possibility, probably not, but maybe if I did, then maybe I could do some videos for that. I have got something else coming up in August in the UK though, but we'll give details of that a little bit later when things are a little bit more settled with it. Certain units to borrow right now. Well, there we go. There's Kururu. Let's jump into Deep Quests. I haven't done it yet today because it's reset. As we can see, not too loud. In Dark, we're at 4-6. He's trying to push them. I don't know if that would work. We're at 4-6 as well in Light. We have got to 4-3 in Wind. This one's annoying because I've got the teams that can beat it, but for some reason we can't take out that pesky Pecorine. I've tried borrowing the Suzume. I've got some Suzumes on the friends list, the spring ones. And even using her in that team, just can't quite beat that pesky Pecorine, so I'm just going to wait until I've got some more Princess Knight and they could maybe do a bit more. We have got some more masterpieces now. We've got Kururu. This is where the problem is though, is water 210. I'm still stuck on 210, which is annoying. What was the last team I tried on this? That was useless, so don't look at that. Well, there is a water team, isn't there? And I think I've got everybody apart from the Summer Kasumi. So maybe Summer Kasumi would be a character that I could perhaps like to see to borrow for water, if that team can still do it with that Summer Kasumi, because I think she needs to be maxed out. Really, all the characters need to be maxed out to do that. Maybe not so much nowadays. Yes, 210. I mean, it would at least like to get to 310. But then, and it's the same on fire, because my fire's rubbish as well. There is only one team on the Worry Chef thingy for this fight, and it has Princess Hiyori in it, and it has Sarasuri Saren, when I have neither. So what I was thinking of trying to do, as you can see here, I'm trying to grind out Chad for this Edo Ninon, so that I can get it to 5-star, and use her in the place of the Princess Hiyori, and then borrow the Sarasuri Saren and hope that maybe that can do it. We will yet be yet to see if that can happen. We nearly got her to 5-star. We have got a unique equipment 2 on her. She's one with the unique equipment 2, isn't it? It was her and Kuka that got them. So she's got all of the unique equipments on it. I just need to get it to 5 stars so that she doesn't die. Maybe give her a bit more health and then give this a try, I suppose. And yes, Ruka's 6-star is in the game. Once we've managed to grind out all the shards, we can try here as well on water. So there we go. That is pesky deep quest. I'll pull my Saren and Summer Kasumi. 200 unique equipment though. I'll put them up. 200 UE though. We can give it a try. There's no reason why we can't give it a try. If you manage to do it with the Kasumi at that, then maybe. And as like we're a few levels higher now, we've got a bit more in the Princess Knight enhancements, so that will also help. As you can see here now, the difference between being at 4, 4, 6, 4, 3 and being stuck at 210 by the amount of these astral shards, are they called, that you get to level up these elements. The difference there, we've got 212 for light, which is the highest one, all the way down to 180 for water. So this is where whales, the people with the good boxes, are getting a bit of an advantage in the game. The difference is that it is there. I suppose we can put in our masterpieces here that we got for Kururu. So that gives us a little bit more of a buff there for everybody. That might also help a little bit. And as for skill trees, well, that's the last one, isn't it? So we're up to this one, and I'm gone up that far on that side. We're gonna go to this light one here on this side, and then I'm going to decide where to go. Actually, if we're going to use that water team for the 210, perhaps I should grab this one as well once we can get up to it. That might give it a little bit of a better chance at beating. You can get to the 5% one. The one is Stonk AF. 5% one. Is that in the what I mean in the masterpieces? I don't know. I don't have any more. The 5% one. Oh, is it right up at the top? Perhaps this one. That's 2%. Is there a 5% one? 2% one? Well, am I misunderstanding what I said? It's probably the one right at the top, isn't it? No, that one's only 2% too. Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying about the 5% one because there was a little bit of a lag there. But anyway, there we go. That is the masterpieces. There is there will be some more in the shops. There's the one that we can get for the caravan, which we'll grind out eventually. There is one in here, which I haven't bought yet either. Where is it? This one. 15k. We're going to have to do a little bit of grinding to get that. What I did buy from here, though, straight away, was another 20 anemone shards, because I bought 20 last time, and then I can limit break it. So I've limit broke anemone, and that was my priority over getting that masterpiece. So we will save up and get the masterpiece, though. Next, I suppose. So that's one, and there's one in the caravan place. So that might get me another level up on that masterpiece tree. Maybe I already have it. Let's go back and have a look. Which ones? Because it won't be the first one, will it? Is it this one? That's a 2% one. That's a 2% one for everybody. Is it the one for everybody? No, that's as far as I've got. So maybe probably I don't have it. I don't have that many masterpieces because I never really summoned that much. What have we got in here? It's 70 DAs. Well, I'll take that one. We'll take the DAs, but I'm not redeeming the mana ones because there's another DA there. We don't need the mana. We don't need the mana at the moment. They need to do something with mana. Allow us to buy stuff with it, like cake or bring in something else so that mana can be handy. So, can we put Kururu on here? Ku is going to be nearer the top, isn't it? If we can find Ika, I, Ku, Ku. Ku. There she is. Kururu. If we can do this properly, I'm just going to have to download again. A little tiny bit of data there. We need to have some chimpanzees playing with a ball or something to entertain us whilst we... or maybe I am that chimpanzee playing with a ball. Well, not playing with the ball. Yeah. Anyway, Kururu! We have Kururu! Yay! And we can stick it here! There we go! And we need to put some Kururu music on for her. But anyway, there we go. We are set. Picture of a sword and a staff. Let's go back in then. Is it the sword and a staff? Sword and a staff. Sword and a staff. How far away from it are we then? Do you think? That one. Yeah, there we go. There it is. We found it eventually. Yes, so how many masterpieces do I need to grab that one? I need this, which is 2, and we do have 2 to buy. So that one we will get within a few days. So then after that we need 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. So I need another 9 masterpieces after that to get this one. But yes, this one is looking like a pretty good one to get 5 more masterpieces. Out of curiosity, then, how many of these Connect coins, I believe they're called, do we have? Where's Kururu gone? Connect coins. We have got... Where does it say how many we've got? 200! 200 exactly! So I can buy one more masterpiece out of this shop as well. So that's 3 I can get. Aye. I mean, I would say it's probably worth getting the masterpieces out of here because they're not easy to come by. The growth orb, it would be very nice, but I think I'm just going to prioritise getting the masterpieces out of here. A real life Kururu. We need to go to a Princess Connect convention, or at least an anime convention, or something where people are cosplaying as characters, and then you can get your real Kururu. That would be kind of fun thing to do. I mean, I don't know. They do the collabs with cafes and stuff. They maybe have got a stall at bigger conventions or something. There are not that many conventions here in the UK though, but bigger ones in America and in Japan definitely. Sure, they would have a stall at some of them. Side Games would probably definitely have a stall, even if it's all of the games that they have, not just Princess Connect. So you know, look out for some of the cosplayers. I mean, there's plenty of them on Twitter that post pictures of them cosplaying stuff. I've got plenty of Hololive cosplayers that keep popping up on there. Now you can't see who you're liking, then maybe you could like a few more. But not that they should be embarrassed that I'm liking them, because they're doing a great job. The cosplayers that they come up with are actually really, really good, and they've obviously spent time and money making it really accurate. So I was thinking, if I ever went to a convention, would I be able to cosplay as anything? And I don't know. I really don't know what I could cosplay as, so that's why I think it's even more impressive. So yes, that would be really, really good. do they have cosplay conventions for prequel? Well, that's what we're thinking. I mean, real version in-game Bond stories, but I'd take cosplay Kururu too. Yes, maybe we need to have a little look and see who a palm tree cosplaying. Well, that is another thing. When I do go out in public, I can take on my human form. Being a tree spirit, tree spirits can take on a human form. So maybe the human form could cosplay. Maybe if we get to 1,000 subs and I get a little bit of help, maybe I could try and transform into my human form. We're thinking about it. I don't know. We will see. It's a consideration. A palm tree Kururu. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should, if I can Photoshop something for the thumbnail, we can maybe come up with something like that. Real version in game. I think Blue Archive took over the market. Well, Blue Archive. I was also looking at the sales, the revenue for the Gotcha games in May. I was even thinking about doing a video for Princess Connect and its revenue because it wasn't looking too good in April, but they've definitely bounced back. And I don't think Blue Archive was that high up on there. There was some games that you thought would be higher. Maybe I think Ark Knights was about the same as Princess Connect. I might be getting confused. Uma Musume 2 doesn't seem to be as big a titan, or at least not in this month as it used to be. It wasn't up at the top either. And something else I noticed was that Dokkan Battle, the other game that I play, the global version grossed more money than the JP version, which is what I was maybe expecting, but I don't know, maybe that was a bit of a surprise. And maybe they should listen to the global players a bit more, because if they're giving them more money... maybe our internet is dropping again. I don't know. Maybe that is a sign. Are we up? Are we coming back? Are we still there? Please, internet. Please, internet. My demon side for cosplay. I don't know. Who said I had a demon side anyway? Who said I had a demon side? I don't know. I was trying to think about cosplaying as a taco, but yeah. Evil Palm. Well, Evil Palm Tree messed up one of my videos because he was there when I was not supposed to be. Uma is falling off a little bit. But I suppose he's still doing pretty good. Blue Archive is at top even over VTubers. Well, I suppose that's cosplay. Is it lots of people cosplaying here? Internet's come back. Are we even there? Can you give me a sign, chap? Are you still there? There's a little bit of a lag anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, we got Kururu. We got Harem. Pretty quickly, what does that leave us with? 54k. Dojins and stuff, yes. We have a sign. We are here. We are there. It's still saying error here on my YouTube studio, which I don't like seeing because I don't know. Anyway, we've got 10 more minutes and we'll make it to an hour. Can we make it to an hour? Will the internet come back by then? If anybody who's in VOD gang and they're watching and they've got to hear, they'll see that it's a 1 hour stream for summoning and expect that I went to pity again. at least the fact that we're talking about other stuff afterwards could maybe disguise the fact that we did so well. Nothing weird. Well, that's good. It might be telling us something weird's going on, but nothing weird's going on. What else is going on in the game at the moment then? What else is happening? We're going to be getting the story event return for Ceremonial Ilya and Yuki. That'll be a few modules to grind out in a couple of days. I'm wondering when they're going to give us another side story in here, so that we can grind out a few more jewels in that. We haven't had one in here for ages. That will be nice. Give us a few more jewels on there. What else is there in the news? Let's have a look at the news. That's another thing. Updated the Shizuru notes, and Summer Hiyori has appeared at the top of the list as well with Kururu. And I was trying to think, why is Summer Hiyori there at the top of the list? And I can't think of why she would be there. It's not like her story events coming back or something, or she's getting a unique equipment. Are you ready for the UE2s? Alright, Igor, how are you doing? You are a little bit late. I was probably going to end in about, well, on the hour, about 10 minutes. Have you summoned for Kururu? Are you going to? How's your jewels looking? I know you was a little bit short when Anemone came out. I don't know if you even managed to get here. Let me know about that. Thought there was a new side event return coming up. Well, maybe. The Hiyori one is there, so it's not hers coming up. So why that was up there, I don't know. Shows me the summer unit candidate list. Is there a vote for that? Maybe has there been a vote for that? The characters that people want most is a summer alt that hasn't got one. I've heard Ninon. Some of you have said Ninon would be nice, and obviously Masora and Ameth. I've said Labby that hasn't got one. But links blocked. Oh, so you couldn't post it somewhere. How did the polls go? They went about as good as I could expect. Igor, thank you very much for asking. On the 7th multi we got here, so as we can see, I still do have a few jewels left, more than I was expecting. I only had 62,000-ish when we started, so we spent about 8k to get Kururu, which I'm very happy about. She might skip because of summer. Well, that was probably a wise thing to do. But the way that I'm seeing this game is, and I've already said, probably shouldn't have summoned for Makoto and Eriko because it's new characters and must pulls is basically the only things that I can summon for. And as Kururu was a new character, that's why we had to test the luck, and thankfully it went well. Yes, well, it is if you put it into a perspective of one banner. If you put it into a perspective of a year and a bit on the game, it's only balancing out the karma. So, yes, that was very good indeed. Well, yes, we'll have to see in the next few days when she's tested. I'm hoping that she does actually put up good damage numbers as well. Or at least she's sort of like Ceremonial Ilya level, perhaps. Maybe Warlock Vegeta level, perhaps, for damage. In the right circumstance, can actually put out a decent amount. That's what I'm hoping is the reality when we actually get to use her a little bit more. Aye. Well, yes, they have been waiting quite a while to release these new story chapter characters, so it's about time that some of them are starting to come out a little bit. Yay, W! It is a W! Haha! We will take that very much. It's Otsu! Otsukaru-sama desu! Definitely. Good job. Well done. Ooh. Yes. Well, we're probably going to be having some more summons on Princess Connect somewhere around the 1st of July when we get the summer characters for that. When it's released, revealed who it's going to be, we'll probably be summoning for that one as well. So that'll be the next summons. And even if we go to pity, we will still have a pity's worth left. Well, there we go. I think that is about everything for this stream. Can't think of anything else to say at the moment about the game. We've covered a few other things, so I guess we can end it here. Thank you very much, everybody who came to watch the stream. Well done to myself for getting Kururu. And if you haven't summoned for Kururu yet, then hopefully you get just as good luck or even better on your summons. And that can continue over summer because, again, it's moving into a very busy time of year for the game. Hopefully they can give us a few more duels as well. That would be pretty nice if they could give us a few more duels for free-to-play characters. I mean, we can't expect to get everything, but even being responsible, you could only really pity once every 2 months-ish. Anyway, thank you again, everybody, for watching. I am Tokkuri Yashi, your palm tree friend, and I'll see you all again for another video. Wahey! Ended up on a good note. Wahey! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Thanks for turning out. Thank you. Bye, 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 bye. Hey, where's the button? Where's the button? This one, I think.